Who gave George the microphone? Holy Christ, says Michael Elliott at one point, because in this version of NAWA, with George South as the Carolinas champion, with him usually facing people that he has trained before, and with him being a mentor and a good guy and doing lots of arm work, he's a good guy, but he's a bit wholesome in that respect. No more, because in this episode, he's facing Pony Johnson for that title. He heals it up. He gets the microphone, talks to the crowd, who are surprised. Loads of provocation where he jaws at that crowd. You can see they're shocked. They don't expect this. And does give us some arm work early on. And Michael Elliott and Curtis tell us that, quite rightly so. And somebody with a great wrestling knowledge must have told them that. Must have done. But then there's a reversal for Pony. And when George takes over again, the crowd start to boo. This has worked really well. Pony then wants a pin from his shoulder tackle. That's not going to happen. He then gets the arm in an arm bar, which he does for quite a while. Crowd are chanting, break it. This heel turn really worked. If they continue it, they might not, who knows. But George puts big Pony Johnson, who's much bigger than him, down with a shoulder tackle. Some more arm work from Johnson. More arm work, yes. But then there's a neck breaker, which George likes to do, and a chin lock, which has worked well, an abdominal stretch, which he also likes to do, and he finishes with a punch, because he's a bad guy now, you see. And also a back rake. Oh, it's a very bad guy. He won't cut those nails, so they really, oh yes. As Curtis says, just thinking about it makes him ill. It's fair enough. Now, he hits the flying elbow, does Pony, which usually is the precursor to him winning. But George is straight on his feet again. He trips him and then gets the pin with the feet on the ropes, because that is what a nefarious heel does, folks. That is what he does. Just great. It is a really good, quick heel change. And you know why it's so quick and so good and it sticks? Because George South knows exactly what he's doing in this wrestling business. Well done. Now, Silver Fox is facing Zay Vega, the Slim Reaper, for his heavyweight championship. Now, these are two different kinds of fighters, because Zay Vega is very athletic and very high-flying, and Silver Fox has nice hair. So, you've got Zay Vega avoiding early on, gets some shots, and a nice shin breaker, though, from Silver Fox. I mean, he's quite down and dirty. He works that leg. Works the leg. Later on, though, Zay Vega still uses that leg for kicks, and obviously not just for kicks, not for shits and giggles, not those kind of kicks, but for proper kicks, with the injured leg. And clearly, Silver Fox thinks, I should do some more work on that leg. So he instantly chop blocks him, drives the knee into the mat, gets some hip attacks, but then sells his buttocks. Not on the open market. I mean, sells a pain. I mean, I don't know. And maybe there's an advert on eBay for some pictures. I do not know. But, and I'm not going to look. Well, maybe later. But, double T, he does sell the pain of that hip attack on the buttocks. Yes. There is then an avalanche from Silver Fox. It's more than just a splash in the corner. It's bigger than that. But Vega's back with a German suplex, a springboard, or kind of assisted German suplex. But again, we've got a win with some nefarious means, because he grabs the trunks, or the tights if you like, does Silver Fox, your champion, folks, and gets the roll up for that pin. The crowd hate it. They are really into it. And you know what? This is supreme work from NAWA. Two bad guys. They know who the bad guys are. They know who the good guys are. It's beautifully wrangled. And you know, they're doing it better than most promotions out there in the independent regions. Or even not in the independent regions. Ta-ta.